Hi, this is Brandon from Watches on You. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Omega Speedmaster Professional Apollo 11 45th Anniversary Edition. And first I'd like to remind you that we're here at JB Hudson Jewelers taking a look at this watch. So this watch is one of the more special of Omega's many limited edition watches, as the manufacturing techniques used in its production are vastly different from the standard Speedmaster, and the kind of main feature of this watch is the dial, and it's one of the most unique features I've seen on a watch. And the dial was produced by a laser engraving process where around all of the numerals the material has been removed that was on the precursor to the dial. So the numerals look like they're actually extruded out of the dial, as you can kind of see there. And everything, including the Omega logo, as well as the tiny Swiss-made mark at 6 o'clock, looks like it was kind of extruded out of the dial because of this process, and I really like how it looks. Furthermore, you get these beautiful red gold hands and the red gold bezel on this watch. Also, the case on the watch is made out of titanium as opposed to stainless steel that's used in the normal version. So this watch uses the same movement as the standard Omega Speedmaster Professional, but as you can see, the case details are vastly different from that. So the case is the same 42 millimeters, so the actual shape is the same as the original, but the materials are obviously different. So it is kind of a two-tone look, but I think it looks really cool. And also, I think the two-tone is kind of having a comeback. For example, I've been looking at bluesy Submariners, and I really like how they're starting to look. And I wasn't really a fan of them, and I'm looking at other two-tone watches, and they seem to really be making a comeback. Now, this is definitely an understated two-tone, as frankly, from a distance, it'd probably be hard to see that the bezel is actually a different shade than the rest of the case, but I still like how it looks because of that two-tone kind of element to it. So I'll demonstrate the chronograph. So it's a standard Omega Speedmaster, so push the top pusher to get the chronograph moving, and then I'll wait a little bit. So one detail while I let that go is this watch does have a sapphire crystal as opposed to the Hesselite crystal on the normal Speedmaster, which makes it much more scratch resistant, and that's kind of useful to have on a limited edition as it'll prolong kind of the life of the watch. So I'll stop the chronograph again using the top pusher and reset with the bottom pusher. So this is not a flyback chronograph, it's just, again, the standard Speedmaster chronograph functionality. So this watch was actually released, so obviously it's the 45th anniversary of Apollo 11, and there's only 1,969 of these produced, so it's a fairly rare watch. And obviously 1969 was the year that the Apollo 11 astronauts landed on the moon, so it's to commemorate that. And I really like how this watch looks. It comes on a very cool NATO strap. The buckle on the strap it might be titanium, it might be steel, but it has definitely the shade of titanium, and I really like how it looks. Also, it's very functional and comfortable. I think NATO straps are very, very popular nowadays in the watch community, and it actually kind of has a leather lining on the NATO strap, so it's super comfortable. Over time, NATO straps can get kind of ratty, not on Omegas like this, where it's kind of like a seatbelt material, where it's very, very kind of smooth on the outside. This will last a very long time, but less expensive NATO straps can get rather uncomfortable as you get kind of loose ends on the fringes of them. This obviously is not susceptible to that, both because of the material they use and that leather lining, so that's a nice feature to have. So if you like this video, please remember to subscribe and share. Thank you.